Welcome to 15 Minute Theatre, the only review show that squeezes a whole production into 900 seconds. The date is 3rd of January 2018, and we've just been to see Romantics Anonymous. Open the house. Hello, I'm James.
Hi, Vicky.
How have you been, Vicky? Vicky, Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year, Jim Bobs.
How are you doing?
I'm alright, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Did you have a good New Year?
It was alright. I spent it with some rather nefarious characters.
Nefarious characters?
How was your New Year?
I spent it with some rather dodgy characters.
Did you?
Yeah, but it was very good.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Well, New Year, New Theatre.
Yeah,
We went to see Romantics Anonymous tonight.
we did indeed.
Before we get into it,
Yes.
shall I tell you a little bit about it?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's based on a 2010 French-Belgian film called Les Motifs Anonymous.
Oh, bonjour.
It was directed by Emma Rice. Original screenwriters were Jean-Pierre Amélis and Philippe Blesbard.
Your French is really excellent.
Thank you. The lyricist was Christopher Diamond. And it's at the Sam Wanamaker Playhouse, which is basically part of the Globe Theatre, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's on until the 6th of January, so by the time you hear this, I'm afraid you're not going to be able to see it.
Sadly not.
So, tell us, what's it about?
Without giving too much away, I'd say it was about a lady woman and a man bloke who both suffer from terrible shyness and fate through their sort of career, chocolate making careers. They meet, and it is a will they won't they find love together story. I'd say that's a rough synopsis of it.
And because it was adapted from a French-Belgian production, I'm going to throw out some words at you. I thought it was petty. I thought it was bijou. I thought it was magnifique.
You thought it was small and magnificent.
Well, I did. I thought because it was a very intimate production. It was a musical, but it wasn't all like hands and feet.
It wasn't all jazz hands.
That's the one.
And tap dancing.
It was really clean and elegant. Do you know what? It was a beautiful antidote to all the frivolity that I've been having over Christmas.
I mean, it was quite frivolous.
But it was nice and clean. It was very clean and gentle, and it was so funny.
It was funny. It was a great ensemble cast, wasn't it? You got your leads.
Yeah.
Your main couple, and then
Angelique
and what was his name? Jean Rene.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone kept calling him the wrong name.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to spoil it.
Well, no one's going to be able to see it, so it's
No,
fine.
I don't think we can do all the spoilers. We're like, well, maybe it'll transfer.
I think it should do.
It should transfer. But I feel like the setting itself was quite romantic. The Sam Wanamaker Playhouse, if you haven't been there, is it's quite small. It's made out of wood. It's got candles, real life candles.
It's what you'd call intimate.
It's very intimate. And I'm sure they could do it in a bigger venue, but I think the intimacy was because they're very much the actors very much played with the audience, didn't they? Didn't speak to the audience, but involved the audience in certain ways.
I'm going to throw another French word at you now.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the word ensemble.
Okay, fine. Ensemble. An ensemble cast.
Because there was 9 people and they played all the parts.
Yeah.
And they were really good at doing that. Like there were like some stock parts that each person would do, and they come back to it. And I loved all of that. There wasn't a weak member of the cast, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the characters were good, weren't they?
Yeah.
There were some old guys, some young guys.
And there's one bit like they were right in the middle of a song, and it was one of those songs where they're building everybody up to go and do the thing.
Yeah.
And then you've got this guy on the balcony going, Can you stop singing, please? Can you stop it?
That was my one thing from where we were. I mean, it did say restricted view on our teats. I'm tired.
Your
on our
teats?
seats.
Doesn't have anything on my teats.
It did say restricted view on the seats, but we had a pole in front of us, but it was hardly restrictive. But I couldn't see the band who were sort of on a level above the stage, weren't they? And we couldn't see people would come and some of the actors would come and do a bit of acting there. And I couldn't see them.
But we got a really close performance of the actors that we had. And compared to like the Box of Delights, where we were kind of that close, I mean, that was kind of cringeworthy watching the actors there. It was just beautiful to get that close. You felt like part of the action.
Well, I think they took the opportunity to make us feel we were part of the action. Like, from the very start, you know, they sort of would come and like look at us or do something funny near us, or we were part of the action. I do believe.
Yeah, I think we'll take a little bit of a break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and we'll talk a bit more about the scores.
Let's do it.
Okay, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Or bonsoir, maybe.
Bonsoir.
Now, before we do our feature, what are you talking about?
Yeah, a water feature.
A water feature. Still making us laugh.
Oh, hilarious.
I want to just talk about the venue refreshments.
Yes, what do you feel you want to say about
Well, I was very excited because there was some free water.
Yeah.
But I think they put some leaves in it, like just from a tree, because it tasted really dodgy. And you can see these leaves at the top.
Oh, well, probably some sort of special leaves.
It might not have been decorative water. It might have just been decorative water.
Maybe it was water they'd left outside and some leaves had fallen into it. And they just brought it in.
Oh, rainwater. And you had a dodgy apple.
Well, I thought it was a dodgy apple. It tasted a bit funny, but actually I think I just had one bad bit and the rest of it was fine. I can't complain about my apple.
All right. Okay.
My pomme de terre, is that what they're called?
Or
is that potatoes?
Le pomme.
Pomme.
Le pomme. A bomb, pomme.
I need to go back to school.
Oh, le maintenant. That's class. It's all coming back. Right, so, how much was the water?
It was £1.80.
£1.80. Wow, that's pretty good.
Very reasonable.
That's squeezing into second place on our leaderboard.
I mean, I say reasonable. If I went into a shop and the water was £1.80, I'd be quite cross.
Yeah.
For theatricals,
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good indeed. So, yeah, it's still the young Vic. Well done, young Vic. You're still in the lead.
Well done, the trendy young Vic.
Right. So that places it at number 2 on the league table. Okay, so we're going to get back into all these all-important scores.
Yes.
All right, so I'll go first to start with, shall I?
Okay, please do.
Great. All right, so I'm covering
James
my
is hiding
score
the scores. I can't see what he's doing.
Okay, so we're going to start with performances out of 10. I loved every single member of this cast. I thought that, you know, they even went through the interval, Vicky. You know, they did not stop.
There was a lovely interval moment, wasn't there? There was some singing.
Yeah.
A guy wandering around with a portable speaker singing with a couple of musicians.
Yeah.
It was jolly entertaining.
So they did. I'm going to give the performances 10. 10 out of 10. I thought I cannot fault a single performance.
I agree they're all very good. I'm going to go for a 9.
Why?
Because this is... I was talking about this earlier on, not on the microphone, about how difficult it is to compare plays with other plays.
Right.
And they were all fantastic, but I don't know. I'm still a little bit like, I'm still thinking about The Ferryman, and I'm still like...
Well, you can't mark it down because of another play.
No, I know.
But okay, that's fine. Want to give it a 9?
A 9's fine. A 9's good.
A 9 is fine.
A 9 is like...
Can we actually say nerf?
A nerve is fine.
Okay, staging and technical.
Well, I like the way that they used lights when they went to different things.
Yeah.
They had, but we couldn't see them all from where we were sitting. They had like when they went to a hotel, there'd be like the name of the hotel in lights. There'd be the name of the chocolate shop would come up in lights. When they went to Leon would come up in lights. They also had there was an archway with lights, and it wasn't it. But I think in that theatre they are quite limited with what they can do.
Yeah.
Sort of scenery wise, because it's a very small stage, isn't it? You can't really bung a load of scenery on it.
I thought they were inventive with it.
Yeah. I thought the staging technical was good,
Okay.
but it wasn't the most mind blowing.
So what are you going to give it? I'm going to write mine down.
Oh no, I'm going to give it an 8.
Ah, I also give it a 8.
Oh, très bon.
8. Double 8. Okay.
I don't think two places are correct.
Is that no?
I don't know if that's made up.
All right, so the next one is narrative stroke plot stroke music.
Well, this...
Squeezing it all into one category. We've got to get the music in. I'm going to go first this time.
Well, go on then.
Well, it's my turn.
Fine, do it.
Okay. I don't know what it was about this. I think I loved the simplicity of it. I loved the lovely story. It was heartwarming. I loved the songs. I didn't think they were too overbearing, but they were good. They performed well.
Funny.
And I loved the plot. Look, the plot was as basic and obvious as you come, but so I'll knock off a point for that.
As I come, you're saying I'm obvious.
Yeah. The plot's as basic and obvious as you come, so I'm going to give it enough.
Okay, I thought it was genuinely one of the most charming things I've ever seen.
Oh,
it was really lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think in this time of sad January blues, that this sort of delight was just very much needed and appreciated. The plot, it's this sort of... It was very Amelie, wasn't it?
Well,
it felt
I was
very
thinking
Amelie.
chocolat.
Yeah, it was very cute,
Yeah.
and...
Crisp and clear.
But there were a few slightly, almost verging on the risque jokes, wasn't there? I thought it was funny, charming, delightful.
It made me laugh out loud a lot.
I lolled. Oh, I don't like to use that word in, but I did loll.
I wonder what the French for lol is.
Lol. The music was great. Some of the songs were just fantastic, weren't they? So again, I'm going to go for a 9.
Enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Crikey, that took a long time. Right.
What are you saying?
I'm loving it.
Okay.
Originality.
Well, I mean, even though, as you say, the plot, the line was maybe not original, I think the way it was done was really original.
Yes.
The way that they used the ensemble cast, like the bit, there was a wonderful scene in a restaurant where they're all playing waiters and they're all...
Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah, and they're all singing and sort of...
I mean, it's the right way to do physical theatre.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like physical theatre, but they're taking on all this physicality and just little touches, a little smirk or a little inflection.
So actually, I think it was really original.
Yeah.
Really original. Even though you've seen the story before, it was very Amelie.
Yeah.
I still feel I've never seen the play quite like that. So I'm going to give it a 9 again.
Not enough. I am also going to give it a 9. Just for exactly all the reasons, because you seem to be taking up all the reasons. But
I like reasons.
That's very good. But it was just nice, and I found myself enjoying it more and more and more the more I was watching it.
Yeah, same as me.
And like at the end, there's just a little thing that happens where, you know, some theatre magic happens and without giving it away.
Yeah.
And it's so nice. And it's like they didn't have to do that at the end. It'd have been fine not to have done that, but they did it.
It's like if you were ever feeling sad and you wanted something to cheer you up, if you could just go and see this, it would just sort you right out.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I really want to see the film as well now.
Yeah, I'd like to see the film.
Although bear in mind it will be in French or Belgium.
I'm sure we can get it with the les subtitles.
Les
subtitles. We really need to learn some French.
We certainly do. So was it worth it? D'accord.
10. Oui, d'accord.
Yeah, oui.
Yeah, I could. I would go and see it again tomorrow.
Brilliant.
But I can't because it's sold out. It's only on for 2 more nights.
So, but I think it's going to come back. It's so lovely, and it had a standing ovation.
Yeah,
you know,
it did.
So, anyway, right. Well, look. While I talk about the scores, do you want to tell those people at home what we are going to see next?
Well, what we are going to see next, which I'm very, very excited about, is Matthew Bourne's Cinderella. I am a big fan of Matthew Vaughan, but James, I don't think he's ever been to see a professional ballet before. I bet that's how the French pronounce it. So it's going to be a whole new experience for him. So yeah, that's next week.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, yeah, I should hope so.
Yeah.
It should be good.
Dust off the old ballet shoes and the old tights.
I hope you don't.
No, I'll be going strictly as usual. Right, okay, so I've worked out the scores. I think I'm getting better at it, actually. Yeah. It gets a star rating of 4.5.
Oh man, I feel like it should have 5 now.
Well, that's pretty high.
I know. I feel like I've been mean giving the performances a 9.
Look,
I should have
if
given
we
them
put
a
it
10.
on leaderboard, which I don't want to go too much from.
Yeah.
But
James is writing it on the leaderboard. He can't speak and write at the same time.
I can't do both. But it comes in just below the Ferryman, so it's right up there. But 4.5, I don't, that is a really good score.
So it's in between the Ferryman and Ink, and now I feel like Ink should have had a higher score, and I was quite harsh on it.
But I think any of ours that get above 3.5 are doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, pretty good score. Oh, Vicky, did you hear that sound?
Yes, I think so.
It's a theatre bell, you know what that means.
What does that mean?
It's out of time.
Oh, it's Symphony.
Yeah, and hopefully it will have run to 15 minutes for a change.
I know.
Because it has been overrunning. Before we go, if you do like what you hear, please rate and review us. And if you want us to come and review your show, just drop us a line.
Yeah.
Where can you find us, Vicky?
You can find us on the internet.
Yeah. Facebook, Twitter.
Computers.
All that kind of jazz.
Laptops, tablets, phones.
So what's left for me to say is au revoir.
Au revoir. Thanks for coming.
Adieu.
So long.
If you're brave enough to have your theatre production reviewed, please contact us at 15minutetheatre@gmail.com. Find us on Twitter and please rate and review us on iTunes. Thanks for listening.